Learn new details about a Halloween shooting that killed a 13-year-old and critically hurt a 15-year-old in East Wichita. Police are asking for your help to find this man, Jamal Campbell. He's wanted in connection with the homicide investigation. Now, the shooting happened in a Quick Trip parking lot at Central and Oliver around 10:30 Thursday night. WPD says there was a disturbance in the parking lot which led to the suspect firing into a crowd. If you have any information on the shooting or the whereabouts of Jamal Campbell, you're asked to call Wichita Police or Crime Stoppers. A new